How are you? Today we are going to see one question, a really tough question. So it's all about the ball. So would you find out the answer from number one and number two together? You can just find out within 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I hope you paused the video and you tried these two questions and you get the correct answer, especially number one, just by taking only 5 minutes. Let's try together. It's all about talking about the ball, really. So bouncing the ball. If you drop the ball, a ball dropped from the height of 15 meters and it always rebounds a height equal to 2/3 of the distance from which it falls if we let the ball bounce forever. Bounce forever. Bounce forever. Or, until rest, which means bounce forever in the sense that until the ball becomes rest. Okay? So, the question is, what will be the distance? The ball is bouncing, from the height, from the ball to the ground, you can find 15 meters, and it is going to drop from the ball, from the height of 15 meters, and it keeps bouncing. Okay? So, it becomes rest. The question is, how long does what is the distance from the starting point where the ball is dropped and the distance that covers up to its limit of the rest? Like for example, assume that this figure, this is a ball, you see, this is a ball, dropped from 15 meter height, okay? So, it's bouncing back, bouncing back, bouncing back, rebound with 2/3 of the it become at rest. The question is, what is the distance from here to here? That's simply the question. This is a physics question. It's found in a standardized GAT question of recent year. Physics question. As I told you in the beginning, aptitude question, they are not made up of only English and mathematics. They are the collection and conglomerate of all subject matters on this planet. And one of them is physics, of course. So it's very simple to calculate. You can just find out, the repetition and the bouncing back, which is the rebound, which is 2/3, 2/3 of its height. 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 Then you can find the distance from here up to here. There is a traditional way and there is a formula. I will show you the formula. When you find the summation of the distance from here up to here, you can find one distance, distance 2, distance 3, distance 4, distance 5, distance 6, distance 7. It's summation. You can find it with just the height, okay, over the height over 1 minus the rebounding. Don't forget that the rebounding must be always greater than, less than 1. If it is greater than 1, which means the ball is not going to be bouncing, which means that it is a heavy object. Assume that a heavy object which cannot, bounce, released from the height of 15 meters, it's not going to bounce. Okay? It's just at rest. So there is no distance. It's 0, right? No bouncing. But here there is bouncing. Because if it is bouncing, so the rebounding must be less than 1. In this case, the rebounding is less than 1. It is 2/3. Now, substituting this, you can just calculate. Let me bring my last. So, you can calculate with this formula the summation of all distance is equal to height 15 meter over 1 minus the rebounding is 2/3. If you deduct from 1 out of these 2/3, you can get what? 15 over 1 over 3. 1 over 3. This means that mathematically 15 over 1 over 1 over 3. So, if you just calculate these fractions, you have to just make it in reciprocal. So this means that 15 times 3 over 1. Okay, so which means 15 times 3 is 45 over 1, which is equal to 45 meters. The answer is 45 meters. I hope you get it. So, I hope it's very clear. It says some kind of, bouncing of a ball, starting from 15-meter release up to rest. What is the distance? You can get it substituting with this formula, which means the summation of all distance is equal to 8 over 1 minus r, where r is the rebounding. Okay? I hope you get it. Let's go to the second question. I'm not going to calculate the second question because it's very simple. As you can understand, you can just clearly understand the difference between addition and multiplication. Here it's multiplication with a larger number, which is, this means that, for example, quantity B means 8 times 8 times 8 times 8 times 8 times 12 times. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Assume. But this one is 2 times 2 times 2 times times. So, as you can clearly understand, this is less than this one. Because this is multiplication, but this is addition. You don't have to calculate. But if so, you can calculate just this one, multiplying 8 times 8 times 8 times 8, but it takes a lot of time of yours. You can just easily understand that quantity A is less than that of quantity B. So the answer is A. This is less than B. Now, this is what I have for today. Thank you very much, and I'll come up with another video.